I love using the crypto.com app. All right. We got to talk about crypto.com. This is what I use for all my crypto ins and outs. This is how I get money into crypto and then send it to DeFi wallets. This is how I get money out of these DeFi wallets and send it back to my bank account. All right. I use crypto.com. Crypto.com just now filed a lawsuit against the SEC after getting a Wells notice. Pretty much what the Wells notice is from the SEC is whenever a crypto company is accused of not complying to regulations and they don't have specific regulations for crypto and they have it that way for a reason so they can keep getting money out of all these exchanges. They sued Binance, got billions from them. They sued Coinbase, billions from them. They're trying to do it to crypto.com now. And they're doing this because they know they can only do this until they actually put clear-cut regulations. They don't have clear-cut regulations. And they know whoever's in office next is going to set clear-cut regulations. Whether it's Trump or Kamala, it doesn't matter. Whoever is in office next, they're gonna have to set clear-cut regulations for crypto because that's what Congress is pushing for. They're all pushing for it, right? So they're gonna have to do it eventually. But anyways, let's read this. Crypto.com filed a lawsuit against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission after receiving a Wells notice indicating the regulator's intention to sue the digital asset exchange for operating as an unregistered broker-dealer and securities clearing agency. So they're accusing them of pretty much acting as almost like a stock exchange for crypto, right? They're accusing them of acting as an unregistered broker-dealer and securities clearing agency. So they're pretty much saying, hey, crypto.com is like the wolf of Wall Street at this moment for crypto. That's what they did to Binance. That's what they did to Coinbase. They're doing it to everybody. But anyways, the lawsuit contends that the regulator has unilaterally expanded its jurisdiction beyond statutory limits, and separately that the SEC has established an unlawful rule that trades in nearly all crypto assets are securities transactions, no matter how they are sold. So the SEC is pretty much saying any crypto asset that is sold is an asset at the end of the day, and it is a securities transaction. So they're saying that a crypto is the digital equivalent of a stock transaction. So if you're doing a crypto transaction, it is the equivalent of a stock transaction. So pretty much what they're saying is this is literally a security. So if it's a security and you're operating in the US, you must comply to the rules of the US Securities and Exchange Commission. And if you're not registered with the US Securities and Exchange Commission for the securities that you're selling on your broker dealer, then you're in violation of that. So that's what they're suing them for. So the SEC does not comment on the existence or non-existence of a possible investigation. That's what they said. That's what a spokesperson said. The notice represents the latest in a string of enforcement actions brought by the SEC against the crypto industry in recent years. Companies including Kraken, Coinbase, CoinSensus, Uniswap have all been targeted with such notices. The same thing with Binance. This is huge. The SEC's unauthorized overreach and unlawful rulemaking regarding crypto must stop. That's what the Crypto.com chief executive officer, Chris Marcellick, wrote on X. And this is also why Twitter, aka X, is such an important platform for crypto users, because this is where we get our news. This is also where the CEOs of these exchanges are talking. This is where the developers of these projects are putting their information out. It's very, very important. But anyways, Crypto.com, which is formerly named Forest DAX Incorporated. Anyone who uses Crypto.com knows its name's Forest DAX Incorporated. That's what it shows, the transactions from our bank accounts. It says the money is going to and from this Forest DAX Incorporated. Declined to comment further on the lawsuit. Crypto.com was founded in 2016 in Hong Kong and rebranded on to Crypto.com in 2018 after a purchase of the domain. And then, that's pretty much what it is. We'll see exactly what happens. Hopefully they get past this, and hopefully it's just a money grab, because that's really what it is. They're just doing money grabs to all these different platforms. They're just trying to get money out of people. That's really all they're trying to do. They're trying to get money out of crypto.com now. So hopefully they can just settle on a lawsuit and a price, because they're going to have to settle on a price, and then they're going to have to register with the SEC. And then when they register with the SEC, a portion of their profits have to go to the SEC. They have to follow certain rules and regulations, and that's just what it's going to have to be. It's like the mafia, right? Well, I mean, the U.S. government and the SEC and all of that. It's like the mafia, right? Taxes, like the mafia. You got to pay your taxes. If you want to build on their block, you're paying their taxes on the block. So that's exactly what it is. So yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I don't think anything bad's gonna come out about this. I just think it's a money grab. They're not gonna ban crypto.com in the United States. Now, if crypto.com refuses to cooperate and they're like, look, we're not cooperating with you, we're not paying you, we're taking this straight to court, which is what they're doing. They're taking them to court, but I do believe they're gonna settle on a price. So, hey, the SEC might be asking for 5 billion, like, or 4 billion, like they did to like they did to CZ Binance at Binance, or they might be able to settle this in a lawsuit and settle for like 500 million rather than like 4 billion. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna read this one first. He came in first. GL Clothing says, I know you're not much into the Baby Doge game, but what is it exactly that they are doing? Are they creating a new token pool to reward Baby Doge holders and players? I've heard of airdrops and whatnot. Honestly, I don't even know. Like, I don't really look into the game much. I've never played it. Supposedly, yes, they're supposed to do something like that. You get like paw rewards. And I think what it is you take the paw, like the paw rewards that they give you, and then you redeem them for Baby Doge coins. I think that's how it works, but I really don't know, so I can't tell you. That's why I haven't made any videos on it, because I really don't know. And I honestly don't want to play the game. I just don't got time for it. But really, you just like tap and stuff on it. So, I mean, maybe I do have time for it. I'm just being lazy. But yeah, Jimmy Durham says GVT is getting in the way of progress for the average person. They hate that they don't force us into the system of debt they have for us. Banks spread FUD, then bought up crypto. Government wants control. Yeah, that's actually true. And that actually brings us into the next topic, literally perfectly transitions us into the next topic. So, SEC, FBI, and DOJ coordinate takedown of 4 fraudulent crypto firms. So this is actually pretty big news here. So they took down 4 fraudulent crypto firms. So something like they do stuff like this, so then they can do stuff like this. So they literally will do something good and they'll take down, fraudulent firms that are just scamming people. But then they'll go after the good guys like crypto.com, the people who are actually, going with regulations, actually doing what they should be doing, and then they'll file lawsuits against them. So it doesn't make any sense at all. But what happened with this takedown is, as they say, an elaborate web of violations. So over here it says Gotbit Consulting and its marketing director Fyodor Kedrov are accused of market manipulation through wash trading. Wash trading is very, very bad on behalf of individuals promoting cryptocurrencies called Saitama. Remember Saitama? They went down and there was some wash trading there. Wash trading is the practice of self-trading to create the impression of market interest. That's a big one. That is a big one. And I'm going to talk about that with Baby Doge. I don't think Baby Doge is wash trading. Do I know? I don't even know. But I don't think they are. But remember when I was talking about manipulation earlier? When people buy and then they sell. They buy and they sell. They buy and they sell. They buy and they sell. Well, that's called wash trading to create interest, to create volume, to create artificial volume to bring people in to the project, right? The problem is not necessarily with wash trading. It's with who is doing the wash trading, right? If I do wash trading for Baby Doge and I'm paying 20 million and taking 20 million out, 20 million and 20 million out, and then I simultaneously make a video saying Baby Doge is going to the moon, get in now. that means I am committing a crime, right? But let's say if Jimmy Durham is at home and he's wash trading, but he's not promoting anything. He's not telling anyone want to buy it. He's not a prominent figure inside the crypto community. He's not. He's not a crypto influencer. He's not a owner of a big, exchange. He's not the owner of, some crypto developing company. He hasn't developed a crypto. He doesn't own the crypto. He's just someone who's found the project, decided to become a holder, and decided, well, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to sell it and I'm going to keep making money. Just buying and selling, buying and selling. That's okay until the point where you become a prominent figure inside of that crypto. Like, let's say you become the spokesperson. Let's say you become a sponsor of the crypto, or you just buy the crypto up. Like you become literally the face of it. And then you're telling people buy in, buy in, buy in. And then you're 20 million in, 5 seconds later, 20 million out. And you're like, look, 20 million side of volume right there. Keep buying, keep buying. And then people keep buying. Well, that's committing a crime right there. That's fraud. So that's pretty much what happened with this. So Gotbit Consulting and his marketing director were accused of market manipulation through wash trading on behalf of individuals promoting cryptocurrencies called Saitama and Robo Inu. Wash trading is the practice of self-trading to create impressions of market interest. Those crypto projects were organized by VY Pham, a Vietnamese citizen living in California. It was a woman doing this. She was charged separately with unregistered securities offerings, fraud, and the offer or sale of securities, fraud in the purchase or sale of securities, and market manipulation. You know what I don't like about this? What I really do not like about this, look at what it says here. She was charged separately with unregistered securities offerings, right? She organized a few different, cryptos, right? Saitama, Robo Inu. So apparently she organized them. They don't say if she created it or nothing like that. 4 people associated with Pham were sued separately on similar allegations. Pham and 2 of her associates consented to bifurcated, I don't know what that is, settlements, allowing components of the charges against them to be settled separately. The other 2 firms, Zima Investments and CLS Global, face nearly identical charges in relation to a coin called Next Fund AI. That cryptocurrency was created by the FBI. So the cryptocurrency was created by the FBI. This was a sting operation, and they set them up. In addition, Ziem Quant and the 4 individuals associated with Pham were charged concerning another crypto asset, the Saita Reality Coin. So a far-flung search for justice. Kedrov is believed to reside in Russia. The Ziem Quant executives named in that suit live in London, England, Hong Kong. So why does any of this matter? Well, first of all, the FBI is now creating crypto projects so then they can come after crypto scammers. But they create these projects knowing damn well these projects have no sort of value in them. So what if normal people, everyday people are starting to buy this project that the FBI created to catch scammers? Are they going to keep up the project? Or are now they also guilty of scamming people because they created a product? They literally created a project, a crypto project out of thin air. It's not registered as a security because they're using it to scam people that are promoting projects that aren't registered as securities. But now normal everyday people have the opportunity to buy this. So now are they also guilty of the same thing they're arresting this woman for? Make that make sense. So another problem with this, she was charged separately with unregistered securities offerings, right? But it says that she was associated with it, promoting it pretty much. So if she was arrested for promoting it, but it says here she was charged separately with unregistered securities offerings. Was it because she promoted the unregistered security offerings, or was it because she created them? Because if she was quote unquote promoting them, then everyone on YouTube talking about any crypto is, arrestable for this offense. Like if it's just because she was talking about it, then everybody should be arrested, even the government now, because they just now did the same thing. So it really makes no sense. And that's really why the crypto world is called the Wild Wild West, because there's no clear cut regulations and rules around it, which gives the government the opportunity to literally do exact anything that they want. Now, given the whole Saitama thing was a scam, and I'm pretty sure she is actually guilty of wash trading, but this could happen to regular people as well that aren't really guilty of anything. You know, anything can happen to anybody at this point when it comes to crypto. But yeah, this is crazy. The FBI is literally creating crypto projects to catch scammers. So to catch them, the FBI created a token called Next Fund AI to identify, disrupt, and bring these alleged fraudsters to justice. Now, the real question is the FBI going to continue with this project, or now are they going to dump the project on the people that bought into the project? Are they about to rug pull holders now? Because now they will be guilty of committing a crime. That is the real question. And if they do not continue to keep this project going, then they're also guilty of a crime. Because how are you going to create a project and then you're not going to continue to develop on that project? You just created it to catch scammers. And now all the normal people that bought into it are now losing all their money because now you just dipped because you caught your scammers. Well, now you're guilty of a crime because now you technically rug pulled them. So I don't know. This is getting fishy inside the crypto community. This is getting fishy. I even considered like to step away from crypto and just go into stocks because how fishy it's getting. But I don't know. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna see what we can do. But yeah, this is definitely getting really, really, really crazy. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on in crypto. But anyways, Baby Doge is taking a dive downwards. We are at 8Z 2730. So yeah, it's taking a dive downwards. It got rejected here at the premium price point. And remember what I said, we're going to take that dip down all the way to the equilibrium price at 8Z24. So when we hit 8Z24, that's just a pullback. But yeah. True Ronsky says, Baby Doge holder since 2021 and been following and watching Marcellus since 2021 as well. More power to you, man. Shout out to you for being a holder, and also shout out to you for watching since 2021. That's a long time. That's pretty much when I started making crypto videos. Actually, no, I started in 2020. But yeah, shout out to you. Gaming Demon says what the market cap needs to be for it to be 8Z14 or 8Z14. That'd be like a $2 billion market cap, somewhere around there. Maybe a little bit less, 1.6, 1.7 billion market cap. Cliff Power says pause is always developing. There's 10 million players and the airdrop is coming, but they have to finish the wallet updates. I play pause daily, just loading up on the pause token. All right. So yeah, Cliff knows all about the pause, but hey, maybe you can make a video on it, Cliff. Maybe you can make a YouTube and make a video on it. But yeah, I haven't played it yet. I might do it eventually, but I haven't got to it. So yeah, I'm definitely far behind. Cliff Bauer says, basically, Baby Doge is building GameFi partners and is getting ready for some huge advancement. Only my opinion. Yeah, I think it would be a good step into the right direction, going for the GameFi stuff. Especially because of like the image of Baby Doge. They're also making the whole Baby Doge kids thing where they have like a whole channel where kids can learn and stuff. So I think that's a good route for them to go. But it just a lot of people, they're inside of the GameFi space, so it kind of makes it a little bit oversaturated, like the GameFi space. But we'll see. Captain's channel with the smiley face there. Cliff says be back in a bit later. All right, Cliff, shout out to you. And he said he'll be back in a little bit. But yeah, let's go and move on to the next topic here. So I'm gonna keep tracking these prices for us, right? We're gonna keep tracking the prices. Shout out to Trace Gates over here with the Baby Doge. Shout out to you. Where are we at here with the next article? So the next article we have is about Taiwan. And remember what I said about the previous thing. Like, we have Taiwan now with the whole trial and crypto custody service through local banks in 2025. So Taiwan's Financial Supervisory Commission reportedly plans to start collecting applications from institutions interested in trailing Bitcoin custody services in first quarter of 2025. So you see how the U.S. is taking steps backwards and like making it harder for people in the crypto community, whereas Taiwan is taking steps forwards and making it easier for people in crypto. So the any country who makes it easy for crypto to grow in their country is going to grow their country. US is going to make it harder for people. So the US is just going to keep taking steps back, and they're not going to be at the forefront of technology. And not just technology, but finance. And finance is going towards technology. So it's going to be a really bad day for people in the US if we don't, get with the times, because a lot of people they're just not having it anymore. And hey, a lot of people are going to start moving their money overseas. They're going to start moving their money in these different countries, which is not illegal, by the way. As long as you get that money in, you pay the taxes in the US, and then you move it out of the country. Then when you move it out of the country, anytime you get gains on that money, you'll just have to pay the taxes because you're a global citizen. When you're a United States citizen, anywhere you go in the US, you got to pay money to the US because you're a US citizen. They're one of the few countries, well, I'll say we're one of the few countries that charges people global citizen tax. Whereas some countries, if you're not living in the country but you are a citizen, you don't have to pay taxes because you're not living in the country. But US, anywhere you go, you're paying money back to the US. But it is what it is. But anyways, a lot of people are going to start moving their money out of the US, and they're going to start moving it to these different countries, and they're going to grow it over there because they can get some tax cuts for, not being in the US all the time. So there's going to be a lot of different stuff going on with that, but we'll see exactly what happens. We do have the whole thing with Brazil and X. Like, that is kind of the step in the wrong direction as well. Brazil banning X, but now they're letting X come back, charging them $5 million, and then on top of that, they're also banning certain people that they call spreading misinformation. So it's kind of a hard thing right now inside the crypto market. It's kind of a hard thing to regulate. Like, you can't really regulate everything that goes on inside crypto, but when you try to do it, you're literally just destroying the crypto community. You're literally destroying it. So there's going to be a few countries out there that aren't really doing all these regulations. Singapore is one of them. Singapore is a good country for crypto. El Salvador is a good country for crypto. Taiwan is starting to look good for crypto. There's a few more. I think Vietnam, they're pretty comfortable with crypto. They're doing well with crypto. And any country that's, letting people thrive in the crypto industry is going to do good. The UAE, the United Arab Emirates, they're also really good with crypto.